Zeke spent the first day of his reluctant freedom in a chain restaurant and sleeping in the back of his pickup, thankfully covered by a shell to keep the rain off of him, his only comfort coming from the blow-up mattress he used on many of his hunting trips. Since it was January and he had just finished most of the hunting season, he still had his sleeping bag and other camping gear with him. On a normal year, with his hunting show in full production, he would be heading to Mexico, deer hunting in January, and then to South America, New Zealand, and Africa before coming back to North America for spring bear. As he considered this schedule, he wondered how his marriage had lasted as long as it had. Yet, when he was home, he was all there, especially for his girls. His future ex-wife Jane had always been close in proximity, and thousands of miles away emotionally. Yesterday afternoon, he had called the storage company, had them pick up the unit in front of his old house and ship it to their facility in Hillsboro, and made sure his wife would no longer have any control over that, even though she had initially set up the container delivery and 2 men to haul everything she pointed at to shove inside it. He also verified that she had wiped the checking and savings accounts clean. She couldn't officially close either account without him, but with zero balances, that didn't matter. He assessed his business account, which would surely shrink now without a constant infusion from the cable company, and realized he had enough cash on hand to live for a few months. And he could always draw money off his IRA with a 10% penalty. But that was a last resort source. His largest concern was what to do now for income. He had a lot of contacts in the killing game. Moving back to his roots, he could become a private guide to the rich and influential. He had hunted frequently with NASCAR drivers and country music stars, many of whom had called him after they heard about the nefarious takeover of his cable channel and the cancellation of his show. There was even talk by a few of them coming together to start a new channel to fill the void that would be left with the channel's new format. Waking the next morning in the back of his truck in a residential area near the Portland airport, he knew what he had to do. Before he hunted a new species of animal, he spent weeks studying its habits and habitat. Then he'd picked the brains of those who had hunted these animals all their life. By the time he had boots on the ground, he felt he knew the species and knew where to find a quality specimen.